Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we will be solving the question paper of GATE 2009 Food Technology. So yeah, let us start with our first question. So among the following amino acids, that one that has a linkage, has a disulphide linkage is. So the options are proline, cysteine, cysteine or histidine. So the difference between cysteine and cysteine is that cysteine is the oxidized dimer form of the amino acid cysteine. Okay, cysteine is the oxidized dimer form of the amino acid cysteine. Okay, so it is a white solid that is slightly soluble in water. So the correct answer is cysteine, that is B. Okay, it is a white solid that is slightly soluble in water, and it serves two biological functions like a site of redox reaction and a mechanical linkage that allows protein to retain their three-dimensional structure. Next question. The method of packaging of food under sterile environment after independently sterilizing the food and packaging material is termed as. So the options are active packaging, vacuum packaging, flexible packaging or aseptic packaging. Okay, so the correct answer is D, that is aseptic packaging. Aseptic packaging of food can be defined as the process where a pre-sterilized food product is filled and hermetically sealed in sterile packaging material and in an aseptic environment without reheating for sterilization. So the method of packaging of food under sterile environment after independently sterilizing the food and packaging material is termed as aseptic packaging. That is D. Okay, next. Mild heat treatment of food to inactivate enzymes that would otherwise cause its deterioration during frozen storage is termed as stewing, blanching, boiling or pasteurization. So the correct answer is B, that is blanching. Okay, so blanching is a mild heat treatment of food that inactivates enzyme that would otherwise cause deterioration of the food when stored. Okay, so yeah, I have explained the process of blanching many times. I have also made a separate video on canning, so you can visit there and you can watch it. Okay, in that canning video I have explained the whole process of blanching. Next is the most suitable evaporator for concentration of fruit juices is. So the options are agitated film evaporator, falling film evaporator, this is mistyped here, long tube evaporator or short tube evaporator. So the falling film evaporator is one of the most suitable evaporator for concentration of fruit juices. Okay, answer is B. Next. So souring of milk is primarily due to the conversion of lactose to. So the options are lactobionic acid, lactic acid, lactol or blood agar. So the correct answer is B, that is lactic acid. Okay. So the souring of milk is primarily due to the fermentative conversion of lactose to organic acids. Okay, mainly like lactic acid or acetic acid. So thus we with a concomitant lowering of the pH of milk from 6.8 to 4.6. Okay, so this leads to an increased shelf life and safety of fermented milk products against some pathogens without the addition of preservatives and or application of heat after fermentation stage. Okay, next. The selective media used for isolating Escherichia coli is. So the selecting media that is required for the isolation of Escherichia coli is C, eosin methylene blue agar. Okay, next. A method in which continuous electric current is passed through food to heat it rapidly while maintaining quality is called as. So the options are microwave cooking, irradiation, ohmic heating or sonication. So the method in which continuous electric current is being passed through food to heat it rapidly while maintaining its quality, okay, without deteriorating its quality, the method that is used is known as ohmic heating. Okay, is known as ohmic heating. Next. A cyclone separator is used for the separation of. So the options are particle from liquid, liquid droplets from gas, fine particles from gas, or fine particles from solid. So here in this question, two answers are correct. That is liquid droplets from gas and fine particles from gas. Okay, so cyclone separator is used for the separation of liquid and fine droplets and particles from gas. Okay, answer B and C both are correct. Next, match the following. Okay, so the group one is tocopherol. Okay, so let us check if there is any combination of tocopherol in group 2 or not. So yeah, tocopherol is a antioxidant. Okay, next, myoglobin. So we all know that myoglobin is an oxygen binding, okay, protein. Next, quercetin. So that is a yellow pigment. Then catechin, that is a tanning agent. Okay, there is a no match of green pigment, that is green pigment we generally call as chlorophyll. So our correct answer is A, P3, Q1, RS and S5, R2 and S5. Okay, next, the key reactions involved in the enzymatic browning of food are hydroxylation of phenol to p-dihydroxybenzene followed by its oxidation to p-quinone, oxidation of phenol to p-quinone followed by its reduction to p-dihydroxybenzene, oxidation of phenol to O-quinone followed by its reduction to O-dihydroxybenzene, or hydroxylation of phenol to O-dihydroxybenzene followed by its oxidation to O-quinone. So the key reaction that is involved in the enzymatic browning of food is like phenol is being there is an hydroxylation of phenol to O dihydroxybenzene, and then there is a followed oxidation of O-quinone. Okay, then in last there is a pigment that is known as melanin is being formed. I have also prepared a separate video on enzymatic browning. Okay, on browning. In that I have explained enzymatic browning very well in detail. Okay, so the correct answer is the key reaction that is involved in the enzymatic browning of food is hydroxylation of phenol to O dihydroxybenzene followed by its oxidation to quinone. Okay. Next, the correct structure of synthetic antioxidant BHT, butylated hydroxytoluene, is, so the options are on your screen. Okay, so the correct structure is A. It is the structure of synthetic antioxidant butylated hydroxytoluene. Okay, next, wet grain was dried from an initial moisture content of 50% to a final moisture content of 20% on wet basis. So the amount of moisture removed to get 1000 kilogram of the final product is. So let us solve this problem. Okay, so using mass balance, okay, so F is equals to P, that is feed is equals to product. Okay, feed is equals to product. Okay, so solid input will be equal to solid output. Okay, our feed was solid input, that was wet grain. Okay, so solid input is equals to solid output. So 0.5 into F, that is our feed, is equals to 1000 into 0.8. Okay, so but we need the amount of water to be removed. Yes, so yeah, so we need the amount of water to be removed. So it will be equal to feed is equals to product into product plus water vapor. Okay, product plus vapor. So V is equals to F minus P. Okay, so V is equals to F is our 1600 minus 1000. Okay, here we got f. Okay, the value of f is derived from here, that is 1600. From feed is equals to product 0.5 into f into 1000 into 0.8. Okay, solid input into solid output. Okay, so next, that is v is equals to 600 kg. Okay, vapor is equals to 600 kg. That is our final answer. Have you understood what I did? I used mass balance. Okay, so like feed in kgs and 50% is moisture is our input. Okay, and our output is product, that is 1000 kg and 20% moisture. Okay, so yeah, we did feed is equals to product, that is input is equals to output. Okay, so there is 0.5 into f and 1000 into 0.8. So we got f from there, that is 1600 kg. But we need the water to be removed. Okay, so then we will do the we will subtract the feed and product. Okay, to get the water vapor, we will subtract the feed and the product. So we will get like 1600 minus 1000. So the vapor is 600 kg. Okay, next. The correct pair of food-borne disease and its causative microorganism is. So the options are hemorrhagic inflammation of intestinal wall and Campylobacter zizini, and paratyphoid fever and Staphylococcus aureus, typhoid fever, Salmonella typhimurium, and Listeriosis and Leptospirabiflexa. Okay, so the correct answer is C. Okay, the correct pair of foodborne diseases and its causative microorganism. Typhoid is being caused by Salmonella typhi. Okay, typhimurium. Next question. Fermentation process of vinegar production involves. So the options are ethanolic fermentation followed by reduction of ethanol, direct acetic acid production without ethanolic fermentation, anaerobic fermentation of acetone, or ethanolic fermentation followed by oxidation of ethanol. So the correct answer to this is D, that is ethanolic fermentation followed by oxidation of ethanol. So there are two steps that are followed in ethanolic fermentation. Okay, like in fermentation process of vinegar production. So first is ethanolic fermentation, that is followed by oxidation of ethanol. So step 1, that is C6H12O6 converts to 2C2H5OH plus 2CO2, and then second step, there is 2C2H5OH converts to 2C2H5OH plus 2O2, that converts to 2CH3COOH plus H2. Okay, next question number 16. So match various phases of a typical bacterial growth cycle in group 1 with the most appropriate bacterial activity in group 2. So yeah, let us match. So lag phase. So lag phase is matching to preparatory phase for cell division. So lag phase is a preparatory phase for cell division. Okay, next exponential phase. So it is a stage at which cell divides steadily. Okay, steadily at constant rate. Okay, then stationary phase. So it is a growth ceasing phase. Okay, and in this phase the population remains constant. Okay, so then decline phase. So in this the viable cells decreases. Okay, so the correct answer is D, that is P3Q4 R2 and S1. Okay, next. The weight of 20 gram of dried cabbage containing 5% moisture after rehydration is 190 grams. So if the fresh cabbage contains 93% moisture, the coefficient of rehydration is, okay. So there is a formula for finding the coefficient of rehydration. So that formula is coefficient of rehydration, okay. So the formula is gained weight into initial solid content. Initial solid content divided by weight of sample taken for rehydration minus moisture content in sample into 100, okay. Weight of sample minus moisture content in sample, okay, into 100. So the gained weight is 190 gram. Then the initial solid content is 0.7. Okay, so 0.7, and weight of sample taken for rehydration is 920 minus 1. Okay, moisture content is 1% here. So 920 minus 1 into 100. So the answer will be 0.70. Okay, correct answer is A. Next question. So at atmospheric pressure, the solubilities of CO2 in beverages at 15.5 degrees Celsius and 0 degrees Celsius are 1 volume, okay, and 1.7 volume respectively. So the pressure in ATM required to carbonate the beverages at 4.5 degrees Celsius so as to maintain a gas volume 4 is. So as given, at 15.5 degrees Celsius, beverage water will absorb 1 volume of carbon dioxide, okay, and represented as 0 on the gauge, okay. So at 0 degrees Celsius, it is 1.7 volumes and 15.5 degrees Celsius. So that we can conclude that 4.5 degrees Celsius, that 1 plus volumes, okay. So we have to calculate the solubility at 4.5 degrees Celsius of atmosphere. So yeah, let us calculate pressure, that is 1 plus 1.7 minus 1 into 15.5 minus 4.5 upon 15.5 minus 0. Answer is 1.5 volumes, okay. So 1 ATM is equals to 1.5 volumes, okay. So X ATM is equals to 2.5 volume, okay. So 2.5 into 1 upon 1.5. So the correct answer to this question is C, that is 1.67 volume, okay. Next, so here is the common data question. So the partial pressure and vapor pressure of water vapor in air at 27 degrees Celsius and 1 ATM are 0.028 and 0.035 ATM respectively. So the humidity of air is, so to calculate the humidity, there is a formula, 0.622 into partial pressure A upon P V, okay. So partial pressure of air and partial pressure of water vapor. So yeah, we have to divide it, 0.035 into 0.622. So the correct answer will be A, okay. You will get the answer easily in this. Next, the percentage relative humidity of air is. So for percentage relative humidity, we have a formula, that is PA upon PV into 100, okay. So 0.028 upon 0.035 into 100. So your answer will be 80%. Okay, answer B is correct. Next question. So next commentator question is, so in an ice cream manufacturing plant, 1450 liters of ice cream was obtained from 1000 liters of ice cream mix. So the composition of ice cream mix was as follows, like fat is 12% there, and sugar is 15%, MSNF is 11%, stabilizer and emulsifier is 0.3%. So the specific gravity of ice cream mix at 16 degrees Celsius is, so to find specific gravity there is a quite big formula, but yeah, that is 100 upon percentage of fat divided by 0.913 percentage of fat. Okay, then there is percentage of protein, okay, MSNF upon 1.36. Then there is percentage of lactose upon 1.63. Then there is percentage of additives upon 5.5 plus 5% water. Okay, so the equation will be like this, that 100 upon 12 upon 0.913 plus 11 upon 1.36 plus 15 upon 1.63 and 0.3 upon 5.5 plus 6.17. So after calculating it, the answer will be 1.09. You should do in it your notebooks, okay? So the correct answer is A, 1.096. Next, percentage overrun in the ice cream was. So to find the percent overrun, okay, the formula is final volume minus initial volume upon initial volume, okay, VF minus VI upon VI into 100. So the initial volume was 1450 and the final volume was 1000. Then yeah, you will get the answer, that is 45%. Okay, next question. So in an experiment, the thermal death time values for a microorganism and were obtained as 2.78 minutes and 9.98 minutes at 1 to 1.1 degrees Celsius and 115.5 degrees Celsius respectively. So the Z value of the microorganism is, so there is a formula to find the Z value, that is Z is equals to delta T upon log D2 minus D1. Okay, so like delta T is 5.6 here, we will minus it, okay, my 5.6 upon log D2 minus D1. So D2 is 9.98 and D1 is 2.78. 9.98 upon 2.78. So yeah, after calculating it, you will get the answer, that is 9.91. Okay, next question. Okay, so what is the TDT value at 110 degrees Celsius is. So to find the TDT value, there is a formula, that is D2 is equals to D1 into 10 to the power of delta T upon Z. So by applying this formula, you will get D at 110 degrees Celsius is equals to 10.088 into 10.088 is our answer from this question. We got approximate answer. Okay, so yeah, you can also write 9.91 into 10 to the power of 11.1 upon 9.91. So you will get the answer 35.1. Okay, so this is the correct answer. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching, and do visit our website, that is www.foodtechnetwork.in, and do solve these numericals in your notebook. Okay.